hours has in store for you. Of course, if you want to see future readings, make sure that you subscribe so that you never miss a beat whenever I post here on the channel. But let's jump in. Um, we're going to do about 3 cards from my Oracle deck first, and then we'll do about like 6 cards from my tarot deck. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. What does the next 72 hours have in store for you? So we have the heart chakra, we have the throat chakra, and we also have take control of your thoughts. Your thoughts are creating your reality. Have faith and stay focused on the outcome that you truly desire. So right off the bat, I think that you're being encouraged by your spiritual team to start to speak up for yourself and to speak up in regards to the things that you want out of life as well. With the throat chakra and the heart chakra showing up, there may be a blockage in communication within a relationship where the blockage is because certain things were never discussed in the first place. Like there could be a connection where it's like, I want to take things further, and maybe we didn't have the deep enough conversations in the beginning so that I can understand if you're someone that I should, give that chance to. Or maybe we didn't clarify enough things in the beginning. Or now things could be at a place to where it's not clear and things are not being discussed, and it's leaving too much room for misunderstanding. And also for you to be emotionally just turned off. Some of you could be thinking a lot about a conversation you would really like to have with a love interest, where it's like, okay, I wonder if this person cares though. Like, if I did try to communicate with them, would this be a disappointment or what? It also talks about someone expressing themselves to you, but you may not know if it's genuine. This could be like a family member that always wanted to like talk to you and express their point of view with you, but you may not know like if they're coming from a genuine place or if they're coming from like a I want something place. But let's go deeper. What's going on with my Leos just in general for the next 72 hours? What does the next 72 hours have in store for my Leos? So I have the Knight of Wands, or not Knight of Wands, Knight of Cups. So the general energy, there could be some sort of opportunity that you're going for. This could be an opportunity to get a new job, an opportunity to date someone. You could be pursuing a connection. Or someone could be pursuing you, and you could be questioning like, how authentic or how legit is this opportunity? Or is this going to fall through? Okay, how much can you trust that if you pour your energy into this, that it's not going to leave you feeling depleted in the end, especially if there's a connection. The Knight of Cups also, there could be someone around you who could be giving you like wishy-washy energy. One second they could seem really supportive of you, and the next second acting like they don't support you or that they don't have your best interest. You could start to question like, okay, what's really going on here? Now, going into career and finance, I have the Three of Swords. So you could be slightly annoyed with the current work environment that you're at, where you could have expected them to give you a raise, a promotion, some sort of like level up within your position because of how much you've poured into the company. But they could be so hell-bent on playing favoritism or there being like internal stuff that you could be a bit disappointed in maybe having to choose to look outside of your current job for other opportunities, especially if it's getting dicey financially. It also talks about, for my like Leos who are looking for a new job, you could be at a place to where maybe you're a bit annoyed with the options that are presenting itself. And it's important that you don't get like completely disappointed or in a place to where you don't think it's possible, but there may be certain annoyances. Now, going into what I see with love, I do have the Two of Pentacles. So with your love life, there may be multiple options that you have. Like for my single Leos, you could be talking to maybe 2 people. And you're trying to decide like who should you take serious? What are the pros and cons with dealing with, you know, this person or dealing with this person? Just trying to gauge what makes sense. For my Leos who are single but not necessarily talking to anyone, you could be on the fence when it comes to putting yourself on the dating market or to put yourself out there. You could be looking at the pros and cons and also trying to balance like financial responsibilities, life responsibilities, your schedule, and trying to figure out how to fit love into that. For my Leos who are in a relationship, there could be some ups and downs that you guys have been through that you're really trying to make sense of how to get to the root of, especially if it's more ups, or excuse me, more downs than ups. Or this happens just so frequently that it's hard for you guys to just get to that balance or that equilibrium. With the Two of Pentacles here as well, you could be wondering like, hey, is my person possibly cheating or talking to other people? Or your person could be questioning you in regards to this. Now, going into what I see for just the advice for you, Leos, I have the King of Swords. So the advice is to stay level-headed and to be logical about whatever you decide to do or any decisions that you decide to make during this time frame, rooted in like your finances or like your overall well-being. Just make sure you're making grounded level decisions. Also, if you are trying to communicate with anyone during this time frame, I would try to aim for communication where you're either talking to this person face to face or over the phone, but not through text where things can be misconstrued and things could go completely left. Now, also sticking to plan. If you have like a certain plan in place, budget, moving plan, whatever this may be, sticking to plan. Now, when it comes to the challenge that my Leos may have to face, I have the Moon card. So the challenge could be worrying. This could be worrying about far out into the future, how things are going to play out. This could be anxiety, anxiousness that's talking you out of certain things. This could also be you feeling like someone is hiding something. The challenge may be you feel like a person you're dealing with or someone that you're cool with, they may not be telling you the full truth about things. And this could be something that's a bit challenging for you when it comes to trust and wanting to have people around you. But yeah, overall, this could be worry, fear, doubt, or trust issues that you may have to battle. Now, what is the outcome for my Leos for this time frame? I have the Six of Pentacles. So the outcome of this time frame, you're going to be looking at relationships in your life and also things in your life where there is an imbalance in your relationship with it. So if you have an imbalanced relationship with a lover where you're always going above and beyond for them and they're not kind of matching your energy, you could be looking at that. Whether that's like in a financial sense, in a sense of like, I make time for you, you don't make enough time for me, stuff like that. Also, the Six of Pentacles, if you are at a job where you feel like you work way more than what you get paid for, you will be looking at that as well. Yeah, I see you also trying to be more intentional about what gets your time and your energy to by the end of this time frame. You could be getting better and better at cutting out distractions. But this is what I see. I hope that this was helpful. If you enjoyed, definitely thumbs up the video, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.